So, if you're going to play D&D at Halloween, you're probably going to play Ravenloft. Hello and welcome to the Battling Barrel. My name's Kev and we're going to do another Halloween month video. In this one we're going to look at Ravenloft, specifically the red box that was available for Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition. But I will go through the previous releases and a few of the newer ones too. So let's get on with it. Ravenloft was first released back in 1983 as a standalone module for 1st edition AD&D. It was written by Tracy and Laura Hickman with art by Clyde Caldwell and maps by David Sutherland III. A sequel called Ravenloft 2 The House of Griffin Hill was released 3 years later in 1986, this time written by Dave Zeb Cook, Jeff Grubb and Harold Johnson and Douglas Niles. The cover was once again done by Clyde Caldwell, but the interior art was by Jeff Easley. It wasn't until 1990 that Ravenloft became a full-fledged campaign setting with the release of the Realm of Terror box for AD&D 2nd edition. This box was affectionately known as the Black Box. This was revised twice, once as the Ravenloft campaign setting box set known as the Red Box, which we will be looking at in detail in this video, and later as the Domains of Dread hardback. The 3rd edition era was interesting as Wizards of the Coast licensed the Ravenloft brand out to White Wolf Publishing, makers of the World of Darkness games. In 2006, Wizards themselves did release Expedition to Ravenloft Castle, which was a hardback book of the 1st edition module updated for the 3.5 rule set. The 4th edition didn't see much released for the campaigns itself. There was an update announced, but it was never released. There was a board game though set in Ravenloft called Castle Ravenloft. I've got the other 2 box sets, board games, but not this one, so hopefully I may have to try and track that down, but it's getting harder and harder to find. The 5th edition has seen the release of Curse of Strahd, which is a 5th edition adaptation of the 1st edition module, and Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, which adds other Domains of Dread to the setting. But now, let's have a look at the red box and its contents. And this is what it looks like. It's quite a hefty box actually, it's quite heavy, so it is that typical box set style, full colour back, front and back. What do we get? We get the Realms of Terror book, 160 page book, Domains of Denizens, 128 page book, 2 maps depicting the reshaped core domains and the Islands of Terror, a poster featuring a painting by artist Rob Rappel, a tarot deck of beautifully illustrated cards for role-playing fortune telling, and a DM screen designed for the campaign. So yeah, it's just the box, full colour all the way around. Let's have a look inside. I'm doing with my books upside down. Should we have a look at the tarot cards first? Let me spin that round. So the tarot cards are lovely black and white illustrations. We have the Conjurer, the Necromancer, the Illusionist, the Invoker, Elementalist, Abjurer, Enchanter, Diviner, and oh come on cards, be one way or the other, and Transmuter, and the Wizard. That is for the stars. For the Squab, it's the Traitor, the Bishop, the all these just the Charlatan, the anarchist, the druid, the shepherd, the healer, and the missionary, the monk, and the priest. For the bulk up debts set, the miser, the tax collector, the thief, the beggar. The artwork, as I said, is stunning. I love this. The guildsman, the merchant, the trader, the philanthropist, and the swashbuckler. And finally, the rogue. For the cross swords, we have the torturer, the dictator, the hooded man. Did anyone else just hear Clanad then? The berserker, the myrmidon. Where's a myrmidon? Let me know in the comments. Don't know what that is. Let me know. The mercenary, the soldier, the paladin, and the avenger. And for guess what the jack is, the warrior. For the crowns, we have the temptress, the ghost, the innocent, the beast, the mists, the broken one, the ESPer, the Dark Lord, the Hangman, the Horseman, the Raven, Nevermore, the Dungeon, and the Marionette, and the Artifact. I believe there is a 5th edition set you can buy separately. I've not seen them, don't know what the art's like. Let me know if it's anything like that. But that is the tarot cards. What else have we got in here? We have the Realm of Terror book. We'll put that to one side and we'll look at the books in a moment, because they're hefty, chunky boys. We have the domains and denizens. Oh, we've got a bonus in here. Can we have a look at that last? I've got a module. I've got the Evil Eye module. Not part of it. I must have bought that. I forgot about that. I even own that. And well, there we go. We have the DM screen. So on one side, you have just quite a simple affair of just the logo, border, and some mist. Obviously, you need some mist. Perfectly acceptable. It is portrait. I prefer landscape DM screen so I can see over them easier. It has a load of tables as one would expect. We have some weapons and some iron stuff. We have missile weapons, counter reactions, saving throws, turning undead, which is I still use this rather than 5e's horrible way of doing it. Some other bits and pieces, power checks, Gruesome Fangs, sort of more Ravenloft campaign set in there. Specific and psionics, magic items, and some spells. But yeah, all useful things if you are a DM. We have the poster. I believe this is just the poster from the box set in bigitude. It is basically an A1 poster or 8 sheets of A4. So we starts off the logo. I'm not going to get it all sorted in one go. hopefully you can see the art in there. Lovely poster. If you like posters, it is indeed just a box set in poster form, so that is what it looks like in whole. Nice to have. I don't really have posters in my house anymore because, well, what else do we have in here? The poster maps. What do we get? What did it say we got here? 2 maps depicting the reshaped core realms in the Isle of Terror. Okay, I appear to have 3. Okay, right. Okay, that was so single-sided. This is a map of Ravenloft, well, it's Cliff House. Some areas. Didn't come from my extra module, did it? It appears to be. Let's see if Cliff House is in there. It's been a while since I've actually opened this. I thought I wanted to be as much a surprise for myself as it was for you guys. But yeah, we have this lovely map. It's isometric map, which was the style at the time. And just various other bits and pieces there. So I'm trying to work out if what is that. That is 2 post map, 2 maps depicting the reshaped core realms in the Isle of Terror. Does this say it has a map? Includes a 64-page plus a full colour map sheet showing the land of Nvidia. Oh, I wonder if that's what that is. Yes, so this is in fact the map from the Isle of Terror. A little extra bonus thing for you. Let's have a look at the maps you would have gotten in this. What do we have here? We have the lands of the core. So there we are. Over here. Just that there. See, sorry, most of it is just on this one side here. So we have all the bits here. The Shadow Rift. You can see that. We have that map. And so this must be the Isles of Terror, or the Islands of Terror. Which it is, indeed it is. We have those, all the different islands here. Very difficult to get something like this in shot. But there you go, hopefully you get the idea. Each one has its own sort of scale. Squeaky chair, I need to oil with that. We have the TSR marketing department stuff. Have what though? How old is the user of this product? Too old. The buyer of this product, it's one and the same. I began playing role-playing games when I was about 10. I was taught to play by self-taught. My introduction to TSR products was through D&D games. I genuinely purpose more games and novels. No, not really. Both equally. More games and novels. Mainly because I've got a reading backlog going on, so don't really buy much novels at the moment. Number of TSR games I purchase is, well, none now. The number of TSA novels I purchase are, I still purchase some every so often on the second-hand market, I guess. So about one a month. TSR novel, if I like that, might have Forgotten Realms novel or a Ravenloft novel, or indeed a Dragonlance novel. I prefer to be a DM. I definitely like being a DM. I've never been a player really, always the DM. My favourite line of novels and game modes are novels, Forgotten Realms, definitely. I love the Forgotten Realms. game probably is as well. D&D World. I've just seen that. D&D World. There you go. So favourite games D&D World. Basically Star novels, Forgotten Realms. My favourite PC class is Warrior, Wizard, Cleric or Rogue. Probably Cleric, to be honest. Bit of an all-rounder. Can do some fighting, but can do some healing and can turn the undead. Novels add to the gameplay in character generation, plotline, background colour. I read Dragon magazine. I did, still do, get the odd issue on second-hand market. Have you ever attended a role-playing game convention? No. I play SSI computer games. I did. So anyway, filled that in. What we got here? This yellow brightness. We have the RPGA Network. Wasn't that created by Frank Mentzer? Was the thing created by Frank Mentzer? Role-playing game association, network games. Yeah, so that's what that was. Blimey. Join the adventure. This looks like an advert for magazines. Yep, Dragon and ooh, there's some Dungeon. So you can subscribe to the magazines. But what do I have here? I have a sheet with Ghost, HP, Wolves, Dire, Werewolf. I've obviously run this, something like this before. Who do we have here? Mr. Scratchy Beard. Fleurman. Mike, Beard, Dean and Herman. Oh, that's Herman. Gamble. Herb. There's obviously something going on here. We're obviously running this. I bet that was me running the Isle of Thingy Majiggy. Well, that's great. That's great fun seeing that. But let's have a look at the actual books now. The first one I guess we should look at is Domains and Denizens by Bruce Nesmith and Andrea Hayday. So this is a lovely 128 page book, and black on the back, has this excellent artwork here. Let's have what that looks like. Let's get some credits going on. Interior artist is Steve Fabian. Graphics coordinator. Who did the cover for this? Interior. It doesn't tell me who did the cover. Am I being silly here? That's the credits if you're interested. Interior artist, graphics coordinator. Not telling me who did the cover for this, so I'm just going to assume that. Does this one tell me who did covers? Box. It tells me who did the box cover artist. Okay. What? So what do we get here? We have Chapter 1, Domains of the Core. So this is going over all the different domains. Chapter 2, The Islands of Terror. Going over all the islands. Chapter 3, Who's Doomed of Ravenloft. So this is all the key characters. I dare say Richton's here. Yeah. Lord Soth, yeah, all the key players here. The Vistani, that goes over that race of peoples. And that's pretty much it. So it's a text-heavy piece here, going over all the key areas. This is basically a campaign book. It's giving all your background information with this awesome Gothic-style artwork here. I'll have a quick flip through. I'm not going to detail every page, otherwise we'll be here all year. Just pick out some cool little bits. It's kind of, paper's kind of, I've said it already, but of the style of the time. It's kind of rough, slightly tissue paper feeling. But the presentation is awesome. I love this. If this doesn't get you in the mood to get that down and gothic horror type game going on, I don't know what will. Full of full moons, graveyards, and fog and mist. What you want in a gothic horror game. We're just gonna I am now doing what they call filling dead air as we flip through the book, trying thinking of intelligent things to say, and as you know, I don't think of intelligent things to say. It's just not my style. So it's waffle. I waffle. That's what I do. Yes, this is some fantastic art. Probably flip through a bit faster if you see if it takes your fancy. Have a pause. Because I'm not even halfway through it yet. Oh, ghost pirate ship. Brilliant for what I want to do. Okay. While we're flipping through, let me know if you own Underwater Ghost Pirates. Yeah, let me know if you own the 5th edition books and if you've seen this before. If you know, and what is your favourite style presentation, like this old way of doing things or a modern way? Let me know what you prefer. Also, if you've got the new ones and you've got this, which has the most information. I love reading stuff, so things like the back then here were quite word heavy, which I quite like. Nowadays it seems to be a bit less on the words. And it's the high deck, this will probably tell you stuff. Yes, it tells you explains what the suits are we've looked at here. But there's no rules in here really. It's got stats, sure, for your characters, but no rules. It's just background and stats. The rules would come in this one, I guess. The Realms of Terror. There's your credits there. Pretty much similar to the other one, really. Inside we have a lot more chapters. We have Introduction from Gothic Roots, the Demi-Plane of Dread is chapter 1, chapter 2 is Reshaping of Characters, Fear, Horror and Madness, the Ravenloft Powers check, which is going to be a new mechanic for 2nd edition Ravenloft's campaign setting, Curses, Spells in Ravenloft, Psionics in Ravenloft, Magic Items in Ravenloft, Techniques of Terror, Van Richten's overview, so this covers some monsters here, and important tables and other information, which is amazing. I used to love it when they did that, because you always need to look up a table, you can never remember exactly where it is. This will tell you. Brilliant. So yes, we have a forward here, and again, stunning artwork. Introduction from Gothic Roots, the nature of Gothic horror, dark plots and anti-heroes. So what this is, if you've never come across Gothic horror before, this will explain what it is and how to get into that mindset. Gothic versus modern horror in an RPG. Why bother to understand the nature of Gothic horror when we live in the modern age? Yeah, exactly. So it's explaining that, what the landscape's meant to be like, setting. A real useful chapter. I remember reading this and getting engrossed in it, because it also goes over a few different things. Thomas Strad, over explaining here, timeline of events, always like that. And yeah, explaining them. Here we are in the chapters, Demi-Plane Dread, explaining the mist and everything. Let's quickly go through it. And Headless Horseman, great for Halloween. Let's see, this is the chunkiest book at 160 pages, I should point out. Let's go through and have a look at this awesome art. I'll probably go through a bit quicker than last time due to the book being bigger. Reshaping the characters, so turning undead's probably changed then for the cleric. This is more rules heavy, so it's going through your classes here and changing them. We have the horror check here, making a fear check, a horror check. We have some new rules mechanics it goes over. Staggering artwork there, I love it. What do we have here? Insanity, insane, same mind, yeah. So fear, horror, madness. So some new rules to incorporate into the game. These could be quite useful to bring into a modern game. So have a quick look at what they are. How to make a horror check. How to make a fear check. A fear check is Fear check is a save verse in paralyzation. So you'd have to convert that to something, perhaps a wisdom. Fear at failing a wisdom save throw. Failing check. Fails check is likely to drop whatever they're holding, and yeah, so it's just things like that. It's just adding a bit of things, something like that. So that's cool. You can incorporate that in. Stages of evil redemption. Okay. Powers check. So yeah, so you can become evil and corrupted here, and this is a table of sort of different stages and what will happen to you. Stage 1, you could grow small fangs or ears become pointed and furry. So if you don't want to become evil, don't do that. Curses. I'll blast through a bit quicker now. Probably got better things to do than listen to me waffle on. We have spells. Spells work slightly differently, so it's just a spell list. With obviously awesome art. The art is great in this. It does invoke a certain feeling, so lots of spells in here. Most of books, even nowadays, when you get books like this, seem to be items and spells. That's what the majority of them are. They look like big hefty books. Not saying it's not useful, you don't need it, but it can be off-putting to new players in these big hefty books. You have to say, oh, most of it is just lists of things rather than rules. Psionics. Cool, do you remember psionics? Who likes psionics? Let me know in the comments if you miss psionics. Are they available in 5e? I don't know. Magical items, so again, we're listing some items here. Techniques of terror, believable horror. So this is great for DM. So it explains, beginning part explains what Gothic horror is, and this explains, you know, how to get that mood going on your tabletop, how to do it, which is good. Sort the mind, fear versus frustration, always useful. You don't want to annoy your players. And some Vanquishing's overview of expanding and detailing vampires. Oh, adding atmosphere to a game room. Watch out for a series on that next month that I'm going to be doing. Sort of already covered with the lantern video, because I thought it'd be a little sort of teaser for that. And we're going to do that much better. Ooh, sea monster. We're going to go over adding atmosphere to your game room, covering lighting, sounds, props, and things like that. Oh, yeah, that's a great picture. Okay. That is the Realm of Terror. Now we get the bonus bit. And have a look at this module, which I didn't realise I had. We've had a look at the map already. So let's have a look at the module. As was the style of the time, the cover is not attached, because inside you would have useful bits of information. So an isometric map and an isometric ship. This was Steve Kurtz designed it, edited by Steve Miller, interior art by Mark Nielsen, cover art is Jeff Easley, which is great. Cartography David C. Sutherland III, and typesetting by Nancy J. Kirkstra. So I wonder if this was the adventure I run. So contents: cut in the deck, video again once again, river cruise. Oh, okay. Karina, the Vistani, dogfights. So what is this? Is this little separate? I have no memory of this. Welcome to Evil Eye is a series of 6 scenarios. Yeah, so it's 6 separate mini adventures. Oh, that's good. That could be interesting. So what do we have? Cat in the deck. Widow again. Okay. Much in the style of the main box set with the knights presented, which I'd expect nothing less, being I must have got this at the same time. River Cruise. Okay. Okay. Wolves, pack cleaners. I wonder if this one will run. River cruise. I see wolves. What else do we have on my list? Ghosts. Don't know. Karina. Go for it quickly. The Vistani. Might have a read of this and have a playthrough of this. Dogfights. Imagine this is a werewolf one, maybe? War dogs. I don't know. Who knows? I will once I read this properly. If you've played through this one, let me know what it's like. Obviously did at one point, but I've totally forgotten it. And further adventures. Okay. Well, that is the Evil Eye. And well, that's it for this video. Have you played any of the editions of Ravenloft? If you have, let me know in the comments, and also let me know which is your favourite to play and why. That's it for this one. Until the next video, guys, stay safe and take care.